Well, coming up soon is a special event for Child Abuse Awareness Month. It's called Here for the Hurt, recognizing those who work to give young victims a voice. Joining us in studio is Jordan Hughes from the Gingerbread House and Bonnie Hughes from Ochsner LSU Health Shreveport. Thanks, ladies, for being here.
Thanks for having us.
Yes. Okay, so Bonnie, Ochsner is hosting this event, so tell me a little bit more about that.
Yes, so probably for the past 3 or 4 years we have taken a big stand during Child Abuse Awareness Month because it just sits very near and dear to our hearts. So, and Ochsner is always trying to help the community know all of the fabulous services and organizations and not-for-profits that are out there doing work for people who don't have a voice. One of those that we partner with very closely all the time is Gingerbread House, and so there's nobody better for us to partner with during Child Abuse Awareness Month in the Gingerbread House, and so we are really excited to be putting on this big event on Tuesday.
That's awesome. Yes, and Gingerbread House, Jordan, tell me a little bit more about what you do.
Yeah, so we are a children's advocacy center where we serve children and families within the 9 northwest parishes of Louisiana. We work with 26 agencies to do so. All of our services are free of charge for our families who have come in for a forensic interview, and then we have counseling, advocacy, education to provide for those families to walk them through this hard time that they're going through.
Right, and child abuse is a serious problem, but how bad of a problem is it here in Louisiana?
Well, since we serve 9 parishes,
or in this area.
Area, yes. We see a lot, but it's not because we're any worse or because of anything. We just serve a big population or land.
Yeah. Okay. And so this Lunch and Learn. You know, what can people expect at this Lunch and Learn, and when is it?
So it's going to be Tuesday, this coming Tuesday, the 15th.
Yes.
So we have a lot of vendors that are going to, Jordan's going to talk about the vendors, but we have a lot of vendors that are going to be there, so we kind of are opening it up for a vendor fair from 10 to 11.
Nice.
11 o'clock, a free lunch is going to be served. 11:30, we're going to have a panel discussion this year, totally different. We're going to be letting 5 different agencies that deal with child abuse kind of share what they do and what we as citizens need to know about reporting and recognizing child abuse.
Yeah, it's kind of advocacy, creating awareness for this, and so this is at St. Mary's.
It is. It's at Ochsner St. Mary at 911 Margaret. Yes.
Okay, and so, you know, let's talk about that for a second. You know, who would be, or how do you report something like this, and who needs to do that?
So, those who are mandated reporters know they're mandated reporters. Anybody and everybody can report if they suspect child abuse in any way. And the way to go about that is to call your local law enforcement. So whatever area you live in, you'll call their either sheriff's office or the police station, and you file a report, whether you suspect or you have concerns or you know for a fact. All of the above is calls terms for reporting. And then you also want to be able to call, or you also want to call the Department of Children and Family Services. And they are, you can do an online report with them, or you can go on, call them and make that report as well. So you want to make 2 reports to both of those agencies.
Okay, and what are some of those obvious signs of child abuse that people should look out for?
Some obvious signs could be for physical abuse, marks and bruises that you notice. Maybe a child appears scared. Maybe you notice them shutting down some more than normal, or just different behaviors than what you're used to seeing are just some red flags that you can obviously look out for. Doesn't always mean that abuse is happening. It just can maybe ask, you know, hey, tell me about what's going on.
Yeah. Right, and maybe have a conversation, and then if you suspect, you know, there are a lot of red flags, that would be when you would want to report. So definitely, if you're interested in learning more, it's a Lunch and Learn. Like you said, it's free, and it's at St. Mary's. Anything else that you wanted to add?
We kind of wanted to share some of the agencies that were going to be there. Jordan was going to.
Yeah, so some of the agencies that we have the Department of Children and Family Services that are going to be there, VYJ, CASA, My Community Cares. We have BACA there. Basic Necessities will be there. Safe Haven will be there. Let's see. The Gingerbread House will be there. The Center for Children and Families will be there. Project Celebration. We have a lot of great organizations who strive to come together to make sure children are heard and that all the things that they may need through the HURT are provided.
Yes, and Here for the Hurt, remember it's this Tuesday coming up on April 15th, happening. Doors open at 10, lunch is at 11, and lunch is free as well. So be sure and join them for that. Thanks, ladies.
Thank you.